How to outslay opponents in rank play. Today's video, we're going to be showing you exactly what to do in rank play, how to outslay, how to dominate, and to make sure you're on top of the leaderboards and ensure that you get yourself that victory. Make sure to drop a like because your support helps as always. You guys have been going absolutely crazy. I can't even believe the channel growth recently. It's been absolutely insane. I honestly can't believe it. I'm trying to respond to every single comment out there. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see because it really helps me plan the channel. In yesterday's video, we actually did an optic versus phase breakdown, and once again you guys absolutely killed it on the views and the likes. So let me know down in the comments what you want to see and I'll make sure I work on that. Now into the gameplay, and straight away we've got control of P1, doing a really good job here opening up the play. I'm going to go through the left here. Now this P2 is quite a big money hill, so what I like to do is make sure I wait for my teammates. Right there, got a really good angle, worked out really well for me. Gonna wait here, see if he's going through the left there. So what I'm going to do is just kind of close on the gap, go up the stairs and use my equipment to my advantage. So I've just seen on the mini map that my teammate did die in the left, so straight away in my head there's two kind of thoughts. There's going to be a guy coming from the middle and a guy coming from the left. What I'm going to do is play slightly more aggressive here because I want to get a bit more map control. Unfortunately I did get stunned there. That wasn't the ideal situation, but my intentions were in the right place. What I wanted to do is make sure I cleared out that lobby area and cleared out the left side of the map. For this hardpoint, what you want to do is essentially have someone in this lobby head glitch. This lobby head glitch is one of the best head glitches in the game. The enemy team have got control of the hill, so what I'm trying to do is just kind of stand here, make sure I'm applying a lot of pressure and waiting for my teammates to help me. There's no need for me to just jump in here because if I jump in, what's it going to do? It's not going to do anything. So right there, I knew my teammates were behind me, so I kind of went in expecting the trade. Unfortunately, there was an opponent on the right hand side and I really did think that my team cleared it. So just from that initial hardpoint and P2, I can already see that we're playing a bit of a slower pace. So for me to kind of outslay my opponents and up the pacing, I decided to bring out an SMG. I can play the flex thrust, I can play the SMG or the assault rifle. I tend to just see how my teammates are playing. It just allows me to be a bit more versatile and allowed to make sure that we have the right team comp for the game. So right here, this is where I start to slay. This is where I start to push out and go for those kills. Well, I say I start to slay, I got absolutely gunned there. But you can see my intentions. What I'm trying to do is just push off and play aggressive. I'm trying to basically suffocate the opponents to come through one lane. So on the minimap, you can see my three teammates are playing on the hill. Well, I say that and he just got off the hill for no reason, but that's alright. I'm going to play hill for a second. But here we're playing a very compact setup and this isn't what I want at all. So what I'm going to do is get out the hill, and you can see here there's Sifu's watching this corner. Me personally, I prefer if he pushes out a bit more because what that does is it just acts like that second layer of defense. Right there, I didn't even mean to chuck a grenade. I wasn't going for a little trick shot. But again, right here, I feel like if my teammates played a bit more aggressive, what I'm doing here, it just allows for a bit more aggression. And then what we could do is we can kind of see what the enemies are doing and the way they're trying to set up. I feel like a lot of people play very complacent. They play at the back once they've got the hill. But what that does is it allows the opponents to get a real good push on. And most of the time, especially in this Call of Duty, you only need one or two pushes and you could definitely break a hill. Going into the new hardpoint here with 10 seconds left, I'm going to pop the dead silence. And right here, I'm just going to try to slay for my teammates. But again, I'm by myself and they're on a very good head glitch. So this is the problem. And this is where you start to see people get into a bit of a blender. You probably notice this in your own gameplay. When you're rotating by yourself and they're set up, it's almost impossible to break. Right here, I can see my teammate going in. So what I do is I go in at the same time just to try and make sure I get the guy off the head glitch. So now we've got the guy off the head glitch. My job is very simple, just to go and close him on the hill. The reason why I checked that left corner there is because my teammate was on the other side by the desk. So it was pretty obvious that was the only place left to be. Okay, this is good now. We've got the setup. We've got a bit more time. So what I'm going to do is start to slay. This is my objective here. In this very position, my teammates are on the hill. There's no need for me to get on the hill. My main objective is literally just to slay. And now this is where the difference between kill whoring and playing objective comes in. Because my teammates are already on the hill, I don't see the need for me to stack it with them. What I'm going to do is just play around the hill and just try taking up some power positions. And every time I say that, I feel like we're getting taken down. So the enemy is doing a real good job of taking us out of those power positions. This is a perfect example right here where, like, I feel like we should have a lot more control of the hill. We did manage to get the break off, but I feel like our hold just wasn't as good. With 5 seconds left, I need to make sure we're on the rotation for this new hill. This is actually quite a late rotation, but my teammates are coming behind me. So what I'm going to do as the main slayer here is I'm going to try and open up the lanes, try to get a kill and make it a 4v3. I'm going to go around it. I can see my teammates going through the back, so what I'm going to do is go around. It looks like the gap is empty. I go behind one. I manage to get two, and just like that, we get the opening. A nice little flank there to get two. I mean, most of the time, someone is actually looking at that flank position, so you have to be careful. You have to play your angles. But right here, straight away on my bike, ready for the action. Looking back at that little segment there, I feel like my pacing was off. As soon as I got the two-piece, looking back, I should have just kind of went aggressive and went straight to freezer. This would have allowed me to cut off the lanes because I knew they were spawning at the back. So it's quite important to know whether they're spawning. And again, you can kind of predict that just by seeing the mini-map and seeing where the next hardpoint is, where the old hardpoint is. It kind of gives you a bit of an indication of where the enemies are going to spawn. If you guys want a separate videos on spawns, let me know down in the comments and I'll make sure to get that done for you. So right here, I'm just going to be snaking the hardpoint. Managed to get one. Be aggressive on the second guy. Because I've made him weak, I'm just going to pre him. If he challenges me, I'll probably get the kill. Going to go around, really good play right there, and manage to get 2. On my bike, once again, my teammates on the rotation. So what I'm going to do is just kind of think out loud, where can they be? Where can they be spawning? So on this hard point, majority of the time, where the opponents are going to be spawning, if we've got control of the hill, is this kind of bedroom area. They're going to be spawning bedroom, hotel lobby around here. So what I'm going to do is pop my dead silence, go around and just try and distract their setup, try to be a real disruption, and that's what I'm doing. I managed to get 1. I've got the dead silence, and my main kind of objective here is to watch this catwalk area, play it slowly, and right there, make him weak, but that's not a problem. I don't actually need to get the kill. What I'm doing is just holding off the enemy push, and you can see I'm doing a really good job here. Go around once again, he's not there, but that's alright because we're getting a lot of the time here, and that's what you need to do in hardpoint. I think you have to play your kills very kind of tactical. Right there, we challenge, get another kill. I'm just going to go again. We got a cruise missile. I feel like doing a really good job in this position. The most important thing for me here is to stay alive, because as long as I'm alive, it's going to be very hard for them to break the hill, especially when we're pushed up like that. But with 10 seconds left, that's alright. They can have the hill, and we're ready for the new rotation. So from that kind of beginning rotation and the overall hardpoint, I'm very happy with the way we've been playing. I'm happy with the way I've adapted my game, and I feel like if we carry on like this, we'll definitely win the game. Going into P1 now, what we want to do is we want to keep control of this side of the map. The reason why we want to keep control of this side of the map is just to set up for P2. As I mentioned earlier, P2 is a very big money hill. So as we go around, I manage to trade my teammates. We do get taken out by the third, but there should only be 1 guy left on the hill. So if we can kind of make sure that the hill is very contest heavy for the remaining 30 seconds, maybe get a couple of seconds here and there. Looking at the scoreboard, we definitely have the advantage here. So if we can make sure we have spawns for P2, this game should be ours. Our opponent does take us out there, but what I'm trying to do, because we spawned here, is I'm just trying to watch the lanes. I go through the left here, and I'm just going to play slightly more aggressive and just trying to cut off the lanes. Right here, I'm just playing aggressive because my teammates are at the back. If my teammates weren't at the back there, I definitely wouldn't have played this aggressive. We get 1, we're going to go around, get the pre-aim off, and we get the second guy. I'm not even going to worry about the 10 seconds because for me, it's more important to get that rotation than to get the last 10 seconds of the hill. Just going to go through the left here, and you can see right there what I mean by timing. So if I stayed on the last hill right there, this guy would have got to the head glitch a lot quicker than me. So that's something you definitely need to think about. Sometimes if you're playing and you think, okay, everyone's always on head glitches, they're always on positions before me, try watching your gameplay back and just seeing where there's times where you could be a bit quicker on rotations. It's just those few seconds that really help. This is where things can start to get dangerous for the team. We've got a big lead here, but this P2 is such a money hill. So what I'm going to do is try to make the play. I've gone all the way around to the right now. Now, if you just think about the mini-map right there, I know I died, but I want to kind of go through my thought process there. If I could go through the right there and go through the back of the map, what I'll do is basically pinch the opponent. That will just allow me to pick up some vital kills there. These guys have set up really well here. With 20 seconds left, there's no point even wasting time. You can see they've got a really good setup. I'm just going to go straight away and cut the lanes off. So as we get that kill, what I'm doing is I'm hoping that he spawns at the back of the map, and that would just basically delay their push for another 10-15 seconds. And this is where I feel like the slaying really comes in handy. When you're playing this aggressive cutting lanes type of role, you have to make sure you play your life. My teammates are set up in the hill, so I'm just going to watch the front lobby here. Now looking at this minimap and watching this back, it looks like they're probably pushed through the left, so this is probably a time to rotate. I get some good time in there. We managed to get the first guy, and my teammates go huge. They're not expecting me to be behind them. Get another one, and now I can see my teammates behind me, which means that they've actually spawned out. So this isn't the best case scenario. I maybe could have played slightly more passive. Again, maybe we could have a bit more of an anchor on the team. Because I'm only playing with one other person and we're not really communicating, we're both playing without mics, it's a bit hard to comm. It's essentially a solo queue match, so this is going to happen at times. But if you are playing in a 4-stack, you want to have maybe an assault rifle player playing slightly deeper, watching that flank and just making a set up for the spawns. Looking again at the minimap, my teammates spawn on the left there, so what I'm trying to do is go around here. I want to go around to bedroom and just make sure we have control for the next hardpoint. We did a really good job there. We managed to get big time there, so now it's time to rotate. Right there, I got quite lucky. I feel like I spawned really close to the hardpoint, which means that the enemies aren't going to be here. Well, I thought that, but the enemy set up right there. I got a very random spawn. I was quite confused in that moment because of how close I spawned to the hardpoint, but maybe could have played it slightly more conservative and just looked around. Right here, gonna go around and see what we can do. We spot the first guy, get some nice headshots off, and my initial thought is to get behind the head glitch, and I feel like we played that so well there, almost flawlessly. As soon as we got the first guy, I kind of thought, okay, they're going to be on the head glitch there, so what can I do? I need to get into cover. That's exactly what I did. I got into cover, got the second guy, and used a broken mechanic, and I managed to slay the third guy. So right now, doing a really good job on slaying. Speaking of slaying, I absolutely fry my teammates. It's exactly what you want from someone from YouTube teaching you how to improve in rank play, how to cruise missile your teammates. That's the next video. Stay tuned for that one. But with 13 seconds left needed for the victory, it's time to rotate. There's no need for my teammates to push this because I've spawned there. Just going to go one more time. If I can get it, I can get it. If not, no worries. Looks like we decided to go for there. So I think the reason, to be honest, looking back at that, I could have just rotated. I feel like I was a bit hesitant there. Maybe could have just went straight for the rotation. But right here, my team needs to be on the rotation. I know we're probably going to end up with a victory here, but you can just see if we're playing a better team, there'd be a lot more set up here. So this isn't good. Like certain scenarios like this, make sure you're the one rotating. I feel like a lot of the time, especially when I'm playing solo queue, almost 9 out of 10 of the times, I feel like my teammates just don't rotate. And then what happens is you get into a bit of a blender and you don't rotate, and then you're just always on the back foot and you're always chasing the lead. But here, my teammates on the hill, gonna see what I can do. Gonna go around here, and this is my favorite kill of the match. We get one, go prone, and then lovely little jump shot around the corner. I don't even know what I just did there, but that was impressive stuff. And just like that, we get the victory, dropping 34 kills. My teammates got the heals, I got the kills. Perfect combination. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.